What's up, beautiful people? Happy fabulous Friday. We are here for a little pop-up show, okay? We are here to recap episode 7 of The Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10. Guess who's back? Good evening, Auntie. How you doing?
How you doing? Guess who back? We back.
We back, period. We are back and better than ever. How you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Oh,
come on, Miss Thelma. Happy Friday, okay? Happy Friday.
Hello, happy Friday. Good evening,
Yes,
Stacey.
we are back. Listen, I'm loving recapping the Real Housewives of Potomac. You know, it is what it is with these girls, but they are giving us the show, and I'm here for it.
Yes, it's been a great season so far. And we kind of talked about this yesterday, and we'll kind of run down it briefly. You know, just I feel like the last 2 or 3 seasons, like I would say season 8 through 10, like season 8 and 9, they were just like really, really dark spaces. It wasn't places.
7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, and 9. Okay, I couldn't remember if 7 was a part of Monique and her fight or not, but
I think
yes,
so. Yes,
7, 8, and 9, they just were to the gutter low, and so I feel like we have reached a place of commonality. We've reached a settling ground where everybody can still throw fun shade, but we still enjoy one another's presence. So I'm really enjoying this season 10. And like you said, Diva, it's not, I think we talked about this personally. It's not a bunch of rah-rah. It ain't a bunch of, all of this, we got a nice ebb and flow. We in our ups, we in our downs, we riding the ride with Potomac. So we enjoying the ride.
And it's fun shade.
It's fun shade. It's not like the dark mean girl stuff that they was doing these last 3 seasons. So yeah. Well, listen, everybody, before we jump into this, we are gonna get into our what? Street news, baby. Let's jump into this.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay, the street news, boo. What's up? What the streets talking about?
The streets is saying that Kandi and Todd are not gonna make it through the end. Okay, it ain't given till death do us part. It's given. We ready to go now. Okay. And Diva, if you remember, those who are watching yesterday, before we started our recap, we did talk about Kandi receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. She is one of the longest standing housewives on a franchise, 14 seasons with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, 7, I want to say she said 7 or 8 outside shows, spinoffs, with Bravo. She's done a beautiful job. And, if I could be honest, and I know this your girl, but just honestly speaking, if we have to give credit anywhere, we got to give it to Todd and the family, okay? Because Todd and the family have helped Kandi do reality TV. I just got to put it out there.
They have, but do we take this Lifetime Award back if she's no longer going to be a wife?
No.
Okay.
Half the girls on all these franchises either have never been married or are not married. So I feel like that would be a no. Because if that was the case, then who we gonna give it to?
Nobody. You just gotta revoke the award. Listen, I'm feeling for what's little mama name? I'm feeling for Ace.
And Blaze and Riley and Kayla.
Riley is good. Riley and Kayla good. They grown, right?
I mean, but we have blended this family together. Riley and Kayla had a rough start to this relationship. So this has been a family that has, put their differences aside to blend together and to really become one. So it's a little sad.
It's very sad for me. I love Kandi. I love Todd. But listen, it has been rumored, and we ain't saying it's facts, that those two were swingers. Listen, anytime you allow a third person in your relationship, it never goes well. It never goes well. A husband and wife is supposed to be exactly that, husband and wife. Marriage is supposed to be between 2 people, not 3. So, and then the other day on Todd's Instagram, he posted this picture with a whole bunch of scantily dressed ladies talking about, ladies, don't bring your man to Atlanta. Well, Kandi, y'all was in Atlanta, so you just can't stay out the strip clubs. Like, what is it, Todd? This is not good. I'm very disappointed. And he's old. They're both older. And I'm not saying they're old, but they're both older. Like, if this is
mature enough to know better.
That part. this is what the families are doing at that age. Like, this is sad.
Yeah.
I'm feeling for Ace and Blaze. Keep your head up. I don't know what else to say.
All I could say is, Aunt Bertha told us best. It was the scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bullshit. And here's the bullshit.
Damn.
They're getting a divorce.
Oh my God. Damn.
Allegedly.
It's very sad. It's very sad to me.
Yeah.
And I think that now when you look at her speech at Bravo, it hits you a different way, knowing that her man wasn't there with her. And and remember, I kept saying, why she ain't thinking her husband? She was thinking everybody, God, the dogs, Blaze,
Carmen, and
dog. Aunt Bertha, she was listing all the second and third and fifth cousins.
Mama Joyce.
She even listen, her and Kim fell out, and she was like,
the OLG gang.
Yeah. She thanked everybody. And listen, her and Kim fell out, and she had Kim in the audience boo-hooing, talking about our girls. Kim, she was like, Kim and our girls are doing well. Girl.
I love a prop, girl.
You's a fool. Wait, Will said, did she say
and YouTube. Not into my loving husband, but to you too, Todd. Thank you for the lies, the rumors. Well, Miss Wilson, that's a great question because, Candy made sure that Todd signed the ironclad closed, what is it called, Diva?
Prenup. Remember, he had to sign that on camera, too.
On camera, on site.
On two cameras. Remember, listen, Bravo was filming, and she had her own separate film crew. She played him out. She played him out. Todd, and remember, Todd had 30 days to get out the house once it was a wrap.
That is so true, yes.
Damn, Todd.
Well, hopefully he's still in his condo in Brooklyn.
You stupid.
Remember they was going back and forth about his man cave up there.
Listen, his man cave. It's in Jersey.
Okay, well, he'll be out there with you, there, girl. You can say, hey.
Wow. The Diva don't do no threesome, so he can't come over this way.
Well, we just keeping a friendly hello. We don't want him like that. We don't want the problem. Look, we can get an interview and find out what happened. That's what you can do.
You know what though? They kept this on the low because she dropped her name off. She dropped his last name off her Instagram.
Yes.
You don't see no recent pictures of her and Todd on her Instagram. This is sad. I just out of curiosity, I would love to know what happened. Yeah. You think somebody pregnant?
I don't think anybody's pregnant, but I do think that, like you said, when you invite a third party into the relationship, you're inviting a whole new energy, a whole new being, you're opening the door to so many things, and then it just takes one thing to make somebody upset, to make, you know what I'm saying? It's bad enough having to deal with somebody else. I don't want to say bad enough, but it's a task having to live with and raise kids, and be with somebody, but then to add another person on top of that, it ain't for me. It's not for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because recent pictures he got up is just him and the kids.
Dang.
This is a done deal.
Yeah.
No, wait, just here. Let me just share real quick, Ray, and then we're gonna go on into our business of the day. Let me see.
Yeah, this is not great news, not anything that I was looking forward to. If anybody was gonna last, I definitely thought that it would have been Candy and Todd.
Yeah, I thought those two was just thick as thieves. I mean, it's just sad. You see this right here. Now, this ain't no married man should be posting this. Yeah, he said Detroit showed up and showed out. Thank you for the love. Come on, Charles, seriously? So you back to now hosting parties after you was Miss Candy Burris. You see this sign up here to bring your man to Atlanta?
Listen, he came in, he did a few, plays and a few productions. He got his movies in, and he good. Todd is good.
This is what he doing now? Whatever. Bye, Todd. Yes, Miss Wilson said he was Miss Burris.
Miss Burris. The Burr-Us banter. Have you seen that?
Oh
gosh. Well, listen, we are sending thoughts and well wishes to the Burris Tucker family. It's never good to see anybody fall apart in a marriage, especially when there are young children involved. I believe their youngest is probably still in single digits. Blaze, she's got to be only probably like 6 or 7, So sending the best wishes to the family. So thank you, Miss Wilson. We appreciate your love and support. Listen, y'all, we are getting ready to go into our recap of Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 7. If you could do us a favor and hit the like button on both channels, Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva and Warriors World, and then hit that share button as well. Let the people know we are live and recapping Episode 7. Auntie, whenever you're ready.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. They opened up with our little snippet scenes, which, I always love when they do that, right? The little snippet scenes. They got Kay at her salon getting a salmon sperm facial. Let me say this about Kay. She's beautiful, gorgeous skin, and beautiful teeth. But mentally, she's lost. But anyway.
I can't.
We're going to continue, okay?
That's the truth. That is the truth.
Okay. Mentally, she lost, but beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, okay? Angel and her mother is gorgeous, too. I think those two are missing an opportunity as a mother-daughter duo. They could be on Instagram doing a whole Instagram thing because they're gorgeous. Yes, they are. Angel and Bobby, they did a little snippet with them where she said we could buy a fixer-upper for 2.5 or 3 million. You know what I like about Bobby? Bobby is just he's just so agreeable. He seems like a really good laid-back husband. May the universe send me somebody like that. Okay, that's my age. Yeah, that's my age. That's just laid back. That ain't ready to everything that's rah 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 rah. I like Bobby. Bobby's just laid back. What his wife say, he'd be like, all right, babe, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I like Bobby a lot. So that was that little snippet with Bobby. Tia had a little snippet where she was talking to her mom, and y'all send something my way, right? I don't know what y'all need to send. I feel neutral about Tia. I don't really like her. I don't really dislike her. I'm not in love with her family scenes either. I don't know why. I don't really know why I'm not feeling Tia, but Tia has a family scene where her mother's in Nigeria and she said they Nigerian royalty. I'm just like, all right, Tia. Maybe because I got so numb to hearing, from Wendy how, she was all mighty and now we see the real Wendy. I don't know. I just, with this whole Tia thing, and we was royalty and I was in a magazine and there was a cigarette and her daughter a little fresh with the mouth. Because when they was talking to her, she was talking to her mother, and her mother was like, I got a surprise for you. The daughter told Nana, she was like, she don't even like you. She be talking crap about you. I would have snapped my daughter. Mama, I'm the
words, and the next time you say something, I'm gonna slap the piss out
of you. Child, I was like, what the heck? Yeah, the daughter, and that ain't the first time the daughter got slick out her mouth on this TV. That daughter's work. She ain't built like the, like the Candy, like the what's her name, Riley
Riley,
and Ariana. She ain't built like them. They would never. No, that girl got a little mouth on her. But anywho, that was that little snippet scene. And then I'll go ahead and add the scene where Ashley goes to Monique's house. You know, who's back? Monique's back. I don't know. I wasn't feeling Monique when she was on the show. And before, I'm not really feeling Monique's comeback. Monique is another one with the nose in the air. That's just the way I feel, right? So, you know, Ashley goes to her house. It's Animal Kingdom. She got a dog that's bigger than her. Monique must weigh 110 pounds soaking wet. Okay, Monique's always been in shape, though, and cared about, you know, her whole natural thing and all that. I ain't mad at her for that. But the dog got to be 150 pounds. Girl, what are you doing here? Then she got another bird. Then when she talked about Chinchilla and Chinchilla died, and she said Chinchilla was her baby, and she couldn't even hold herself together. Chinchilla. Whatever that darn bird name was, okay, she couldn't even hold herself together. She was like, he was my baby. Just move on. Just move on. Okay. You know, the new bird, she said, could talk to her, calls her mommy. And I just was like, okay, yeah, Dr. Doolittle for sure. Mrs. Doolittle, because that was okay. I didn't like the way she said I'm 300 pounds lighter. Like, that's still your children's father. I don't know. I just and then she said, you know, my circle went from a circle to a period. You know, I don't have a whole lot of friends right now. I don't know. I'm just not feel. I don't know how I feel about Monique either. Anyway, they go out in the backyard. They have, you know, their little water and some ginger beer again. And Monique talks about how, you know, she's not dating right now, and she claims that the fight between her and what's her name? What is it?
Candace,
you know, it changed her. She really had to reflect. You know, when I'm sick of people doing ROYAIRE, I'm sick of people when they want to kill 20 people and then go to jail, or they run over somebody, or, you know, they have a fight, or they rob a bank and now they facing jail time, and they talk about, you know, my childhood trauma. It took you to do all of that to realize you still had some childhood trauma that you needed to go to therapy for. Like, I can't with these people. So she said she didn't realize she had so much childhood trauma. She did therapy. Now she's better, because when she looked back, she didn't recognize herself. No, Monique, that's who you are. You from the streets. Don't kind of try to come to us like this ain't, girl, that's who you was. You was ready to beat her down and drag her, and that's who you was. But now that you need your check, you want to come back and talk about, you know, it was trauma, and I just want to start clean. I want to start fresh, even with Giselle. I don't want to look back. I just want to start fresh. All right, Monique.
I'm just gonna say this and then I'll give my thoughts. I want you to have that same energy for Tamar when we recap the Braxtons.
Whatever. Don't do that to Tay-Tay. Don't do that to Tay-Tay.
Oh my gosh. So listen, yes,
it doesn't seem genuine. I think that's a disconnect. But since people like her and hate Candace, they'll accept it. Well, come on now, connected with me on a Friday night. Amen.
Oh,
amen.
Yes, no, but I agree that Kay loves the skin, and she takes care of that skin. It looks beautiful. It is radiant. She has, you know, Diva, I love somebody, and I'm working on this with my skin. I love somebody with a glow about their skin.
Yeah.
I just love that. So she's so beautiful. You know, like you said, beautiful girl, just full of hair, air in her head. No thought come to mind for her. No.
Listen, they do a scan, no brain.
Blank. Empty. But let's see, Angel and Bobby, you know what, and I agree with you as well. It seems like that Bobby is just like, he's flowing with whatever goes on. He's keeping in with who he is, his natural flow. He's not trying to do too much for the camera. You know, he comes to support his wife, and then he gone about his business. So I hope that what he is presenting and what they are presenting is as authentic as it seems to be, because they really do seem like a loving couple that really supports one another, that is there for each other. You know, one of those couples, you know, sometimes you meet those couples that are just inseparable. They are together all the time. That is the vibe and the energy that they give me, and it really seems genuine. So their house was featured in the 5280 Home magazine, which Diva, we talked about yesterday, their home being featured on YouTube. So if you were interested in seeing their Colorado home, which is immaculate, it is such a beautiful home, you can go on over to YouTube and check that out.
It is beautiful.
It is so beautiful. Tia and her family. Let me tell you something. Tia, the kids are out of control. Okay.
Wait. Breaking news for you. According to people, it is true. Candy and Todd are a wrap.
Dang.
Yeah, Candy and Todd are a wrap.
You got to. Okay, I see it.
Yeah. So Roland, Candy Burris, and Todd Tucker split 11 years after 11 years of marriage. A difficult and emotional time. 22 minutes ago. It's official.
Do they have any details of?
Let's see. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star and her producer husband have been married since 2014. Candy Burris and Todd Tucker are going their separate ways after 11 years of marriage. After deep thought and a lot of prayer, I made the decision to move forward with a divorce. This is a difficult and emotional time, but my focus remains on protecting my peace, being the best mother I can be, and co-parenting with love and respect, Burris told People in an exclusive statement. I'm stepping into a new chapter, pouring into my work, my family, and my own growth. I'm grateful to everyone who supported us throughout the years, and I ask for privacy, grace, and understanding as we navigate this transition with our family. Burris, 49, and her producer husband, Tucker, 52, met while filming the 4th season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta in 2011 and announced their engagement in January 2013. They tied the knot the following year in April. Since then, the pair welcomed 2 children. Ace is 9, you are correct, under double digits. Ace 9 and daughter Blaze 5, she's only 5. Both also have children from previous relationships. Burris' daughter Riley, 23, and Tucker's daughter Kayla, 29. In October, Burris told People the secret to their happy marriage. In October 22, the secret to their happy marriage was just great communication and have fun together. We have a real understanding of each other, she added. The pair have also teamed up professionally on a variety of products, a soul food restaurant chain in Georgia, a trucking company, and a Bravo series about their family. And the restaurant business are just a few of their collaborations. But I think all the restaurants closed, right?
Yes.
On November the 14th, Burris was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Bravos during BravoCon 2025 in Las Vegas, and thanked Tucker in her acceptance speech. To Todd, thank you for surviving the blogs, the shade, the rumors, the lies, the truth, the almost fights, the actual fights. Oh my God, and the reunions. You earned this award too, she said. The singer-songwriter who made her Broadway debut in Chicago in 2018 and will make her Broadway return on December 11th, starring in Juliet, which will run through March 8th. I guess I'm going to go see it. Has since built an impressive resume as a theater producer. She earned a Tony Award nomination for The Piano Lesson and produced acclaimed revivals, including The Wiz, The Piano Lesson, Thoughts of a Colored Man, and last season Othello, led by Denzel Washington and Jake. So it's true. Burris previously shared with People that the former couple's career ambitions were quite aligned. We have intertwined our wants and desires, she told People. We have all of these dreams, and sometimes I'll be out of the box, but he'll still be like, okay, babe, let's do it. And out of their 8th anniversary, wedding anniversary in March 2022, the reality star shared a video montage featuring photos of her and Tucker together, set to the song Forever Love featuring Q Parker. The images were captured throughout the years and included the couple smiling with their marriage license, as well as together at the NASDAQ event in a red carpet. It's over, people. We got that forever kind of love. Happy anniversary, my love, at Todd. She captioned in the clip. You were the perfect man for me. I'm better me with you. 8 years down and a lifetime to go. Well, the lifetime has ended. Todd Octopus slideshow of the couple of echo his wife's settlements, their everlasting romance. 8 years of blessing. God is so amazing. He makes no mistakes. We have a forever kind of love. He wrote in the caption, I look forward to our future in a lifetime of love. Happy anniversary to my amazing wife at Candy. I love you. This is a sad day in history. It really is.
Yeah, very unexpected. I did not see this coming.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Wow. Mm.
So it's official. So to that person that said I was writing fake news, child. I should go back in my comments and tell her off, but I ain't gonna do that.
That's all right. She gonna see our video. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. What I tell you all the time: share it with your friends and your haters.
That part, boom, boom.
Michelle Williams said, hello, Miss Diva and ROYAIRE. Todd got tired of Candy emasculating him, going around freely telling people on her podcast, we just had a threesome 2 months ago. Nasty chicken head. Ooh. Clutch him. Look, catch him. Oh my God. But where was we at? Tia and her family.
Yeah, don't do that to my Candy.
I don't even know if I can finish the recap. I'm messed up right now. Like, oh my God. Okay, pull it together. Wow. Okay. Man, and I really thought that they was gonna last, Diva. Like
I did too. In all honesty, I did too. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Tia and her mom and talking on the phone, you know, I feel like gather your thoughts. Sorry, everybody. Tia and her mom. I feel that Tia's daughters are the way she is because Tia was exactly the way that they are, you know, very mouthy, very, you know, doing what she want to do. Like she said, she was caught smoking cigarettes at 14 or something like that in a magazine. So the children are very much a representation of their mother. You know, I'm curious to see what this gift is going to be that mama sending, and, you know, the girls, I just think that Tia's family is really showing who they really are. I really, really do. A lot of these kids are very mouthy these days. They say what they want, you know, and they just do what they do. So that was that on that. Monique and Ashley meeting up again. You know, I was really interested in seeing how Monique was going to be brought back into the group. I did not know who was going to bring her back in. So the fact that it has been Ashley, you know, they talk about how they have shared a lot of experiences when it comes to being divorced and going through different things in the public eye. You know, I have never really been, I'm not going to say I wasn't a fan of Monique, or I was. She was just kind of always there, just there to me. I am not surprised about the comment with the 300 pounds, because in my opinion, I don't think she really ever respected Chris for, you know, as the man of her, you know, of her life. You know, I felt like she always kind of just said what she wanted to him, and Chris just kind of rolled with it. And I think even when you watch Love and Marriage Detroit, you continue to see that kind of unfold even in that show that she was on. But she seems to be happy. She seems to be in a good place. I do like the fact that, you know, she said that she's not dating anybody. She's not having sex. She's out here worried about herself, growing her children, growing her, you know, focus on her. And I feel like that's a great space to always be in, especially coming out of a relationship, Diva, because you are so vulnerable. You're so open, and that is the perfect time for people to take advantage of you. So the fact that she's focusing on herself, focusing on her children, positive, great things. It seems like the work that she done or the work that she speaks of is really reflecting itself in what she's doing. I thought her house was beautiful. It was a nice, beautiful home, very just earthy, just very relaxing feeling. So I love that. yeah, T'Challa is gone, but she's got a new bird. She is definitely Dr. Doolittle. I still think,
Right, Raheem be
timeout.
Don't do Raheem. Don't do Raheem because Raheem be starting mess. I ain't fooling with him in that train. I forgot about
timeout.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ashley. Yeah, shout out to Ashley for not exposing that Stacey has been on a date with her ex-husband. I think that would have been very messy and very nasty. I feel like Ashley would normally do something like that, but it seemed like she kind of shut off. So that was cool. Yeah, nothing. Oh, in the words of Monique, what are you doing starting a clothing line with Giselle? Okay. So, Monique still got the shade for Giselle. She's still, catching it out here. Cause she said, ain't his number 741 bleep 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 bleep. Yeah, don't forget. We remember. So those are my little thoughts on that.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna move on. Eddie and Wendy Osefo, Pam Oliver, and Eddie Hennessy. They in trouble, Royairehe. They in trouble. They straight up showing that they was renovating the whole darn house down there.
Diva, I watched this scene and cringed the whole time. Literally,
cringed. The sitting room, the family room, the kitchen, the former dining room, the mud room, the laundry room, all the floors. So I guess they ripping up and doing some nice hardwood floors. They probably right now in the construction zone because all the money's going to the lawyers. Yeah. Oh, all the money goes to the lawyers. Yes. Child, they probably got what was that quotient tape up? You know how like what is a crime tape?
Tape.
That's what they got. They wearing hard hats around that house because that house is not in construction.
We in a work zone.
Construction has ceased. Okay. So listen, what I was just like, oh God, I'm seeing things differently now because of what we know, right? So they talked about that. She talked about her father and how her stepfather was really like the father in her life. And you know how her own father to this day, there's like a family group chat and he didn't even say happy birthday to her. Now, this me not giving anybody an excuse. I think that this messes up some people. It's like when you have your own biological father who doesn't even really acknowledge you. It's almost like you're screaming to get acknowledgement from the world because the person that really should acknowledge you is not, right? So, and then they talked about, she talked about Nevis and how the people celebrated for her birthday. Now, all jokes aside, you know what I think is sad? I think it's sad that these two are going through this because you're talking about a couple who really seem like they loved each other and is into each other and who just vibe on the same level. It seemed like that's Eddie and Wendy. And to see them, to know in real time that they're going through this situation, it's sad, right? Because outside of that, I think they're the cutest couple and they have beautiful children. And now they're going through this situation. And the article I read the other day, it talked about how their lawyers were saying how others went through this and y'all didn't scrutinize them as hard as that. Eddie and Wendy, whether Nigerian, whatever you want to say, you're Black. You really thought you were gonna be able to do like they did in Beverly Hills and get away with it? Like you a fool. You're a fool. But anywho, I'm gonna carry on. So she talked about that, and she said she was 8 when the divorce happened, and I think she was 15 when her mother married the stepfather. And they talked about Stacey and Stacey's whole cannabis line and all of that. Is Stacey. We came to that conclusion. And you know, but what's funny is Wendy seemed to be doing a little bit better with Stacey in this whole cannabis line. I'm thinking in my head that in real time, behind the scenes, probably even before they started filming, Wendy kind of knew a little bit about what she was going through. And I feel like Stacey has been a real friend to her because she's taking it way lighter. You you know, this whole cannabis thing, then I think she would have taken me for. And she seems like, it really seems like her and Stacey are really friends for real. So Stacey may be a little ditzy, but it seems like Stacey is really being a friend. Now I'm gonna move to this scene with Stacey and this, what is it, Shiloh, whatever it is. We know that it means happiness or something like that. I think it's super messy. Okay, Happy Eddie, and you got, and you might as well say this is Happy Stacey. Like Stacey, Stacey is a hot stinking mess, and I'm feeling like this always happens to Wendy. Because as much as I like the Grand Dame, I thought she was dead wrong when Wendy came to her in confidence and all happy, thinking she's seeing Karen as a big sister, telling her she want to have a candle line, and then next thing you know, Karen's coming out with candles, and she talked about, well, hers is 1 wick and mine is 3. Karen was dead wrong for that. Karen was dead wrong for that. And I think that Stacey is, you know, it's fine to get in the cannabis business because, like she said, only 4%, I guess, of the Black people are in this business. So get into it. But you really gonna name this thing similar to Happy Eddie? Stacey, I think it was messy. And now all of a sudden, Stacey's Nigerian. And she got Nigerian ancestors and she liked Nigerians and all this other stuff, okay? But, you know, it is what it is. Ashley called her as she was taking the pictures for her launch, right? Ashley called her and they all go on the jazzy wedding, just Ashley, Wendy, and Stacey. And, you know, and then she tells Ashley about her cannabis line and what she named it. And Ashley like, huh? She said, girl. And she said she don't think Stacey stairs go all the way up to the top floor. I don't think it do either. But Stacey is a fun ditzy person. She's ditzy, but she's a fun ditzy, right? So that's Stacey. So then I'll just do this other scene and then we'll stop there. Angel and her sister. I always said it from the beginning. Angel is gorgeous. Her sister is gorgeous too. Those are two beautiful genes. I would love to see their mom pass, right? Did the mom pass away?
They showed a picture of their mom. I don't know if you missed it or not, but they did show a small little picture.
I missed
very, saying this respectfully, she looked very sickly. Mom did. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Beautiful genes. That's another family with some beautiful genes. They got the hair, honey. They got the face, and they got the boobs for days. Good gosh. Okay. Right. They could lend somebody some boobs. They're gorgeous, those two, right? But Angel's another one. I think her sister is built for reality TV, but I don't think Angel is. No. I think her sister would give the business.
Ingram would give the people all of the business.
All the business.
All the business. Getting it.
But so she got to help toughen her sister up. She got to help toughen Angel up. But I will say where Angel did get me when she mocked Wendy. He said, Angel. She got that. I'm gonna get that to her. She did that, right? So when she mocked and listen, I do know this. She was definitely hurt.
Yeah.
And see, that's where she's gonna lose in reality TV. She gotta pick up that Stacey attitude. You see Stacey let it roll off her back. She ain't gonna. One thing about Stacey, you ain't gonna knock her off her square, even if you're right, and she ain't ready to tell the truth yet. Stacey be like, Stacey ain't gonna tell the truth till she ready, okay? See, they be like, you was trying to date Chris. She said, Chris? Who's Chris? Then now later on, she talking about, well, yeah, we did go out on a date. Stacey ain't telling the truth till she ready. Sister has my name and lives it up to, and lives up to it. Ingrid. Okay, yeah, honey. Ingrid about that life. And she said, honey, I seen Giselle in person. And she said, so Giselle be doing some filter too. Okay, she said she seen Giselle at a couple events, and Giselle ain't looking like her pictures. I said, oh, okay. Okay, come on, Ingrid. Ingrid did the business, but I thought that was a cute scene with the Angel and her sister, and Stacey doing her little launch, and Eddie and Wendy. So your thoughts?
Eddie and Wendy, we are spending $100,000 on top of the $450,000, insurance policy that you guys were possibly granted based off of the alleged stolen items that you guys reported stolen. Like I said, Diva, this scene made me totally cringe because of what we know now going on. I wonder if Eddie and Wendy, knowing that they were being investigated, then would they have done this? I just don't even know what to say, Diva. It just really, it saddens me. It really saddens me. It really saddens me. Wendy talking about her dad, he's still living in Nigeria, her stepdad no longer being here. It sounds like that Wendy really looked up to her stepdad and he was very instrumental in her upbringing. She does share with us that he passed away when she was 29, and it, really bothered her because he was that father figure for her. For dad to want everybody to wish Uncle such and such a happy birthday, but not do it for Wendy. I could see why Wendy does have some of the arrogance about herself to make herself feel better. The lack of a parent, feeling that they don't want you or not there to support you, it does make you, pull on that heartstring a little harder to get the attention that you desire that you're not getting from who you want it from. I thought that Eddie and Wendy were very nice about Stacey entering into the cannabis line when they talked about it. One of the things that both of them said is that there's enough room for everybody, and so we welcome them. And so I thought that was a great way, to support your fellow sister, who is of color also. So I thought they took that very well. They were very nice about it. And we're going to create a new strain, Diva, and we're going to call it Copycat.
That was cute. They was cute together.
That was cute. And then, we had Mama Susan calling too, and she told Wendy, no, we need to talk now. So they had to cut out the scene so that Mama Susan could say what she got to say. Stacey in this cannabis line, apparently Stacey, put a very rush order on this because the photographer said he's never seen anything come together in 90 days. Okay. 90 days. Now, the reunion was filmed back in last year, right before Christmas or New Year. So Stacey definitely knew about this cannabis line. She was not honest.
No, she's not.
So
Stacey lies.
She does. She stretches the truth and forgets things conveniently. But shout out to Stacey for sticking to it. She said she was part of the 4%. She took her little pictures, and I will say her branding, I really did like her branding, Diva. It was very simple. It was very, for a new product, I was like, okay, we'll see. For the people who are interested in those things, I think it'll work out well for her. I thought it was interesting that Stacey, did this DNA test and all of a sudden found out she's got Nigerian roots. Ma'am, I'm sure you have plenty of other roots too, and you couldn't find the meaning of happy in another language. Like, what is happy in German? Guten Tag, like you. Like, girl,
Stacey play games.
It's copycat. It's giving you need a blueprint. It's giving Karen all over again. And Wendy said, I'm used to people copying me, so at this point it doesn't matter. Raheem, Stacey will lie, act confused, tell the truth, and repeat. And in that order, in the words of Mama D, in that order.
Ooh, child, that is Stacey hands down.
So, Ashley being confused about the name of the title was everything. The way she froze up on the phone, it is just hilarious. But Stacey is another one of those girls. And I can tolerate Stacey better than I can tolerate Kay, because they are very similar when it comes to being airheady and just like, very pretty girls. But Stacey has more of a maturity about herself than Kay does. Kay needs to grow up. She's got to grow up and stop taking everything so personal. Let that stupid stuff roll off your back. Stacey lets that stupid stuff roll off her back, and Angel and Kay need to do the same. Speaking of Angel, this scene with her and her sister, I enjoyed the scene strictly based off of Ingram. Ingrid came through. She gave the reads. She gave the looks. She said what she said. Oh, that girl to live out down in the country. Oh, we ain't talking about no farmland, okay? Not the good doctor. Don't you live off of Robinson Road? Oh, okay. The neck, it don't be giving. I see her all the time. I said, oh, we casted the wrong sister.
Child.
Be on the show. Not her.
Not her.
Ingram has a marketing business, so she know how to market herself. I mean, she was giving giving what needed to be gave.
Right. She's stronger. She's stronger.
And I'm gonna try to say this in the most respectful way as I can. So, respectfully, Angel is the pretty girl that was always big and is insecure about her looks and what people think and what people have to say.
Yeah.
And that's why she's not fitting well, because you're taking this stuff to heart, what these girls have to say, and you're not secure in yourself enough to be on this type of platform. And I think with that being said, I think it will be best for her to get off, because when you are on these types of platforms, you allow other people's thoughts to get in your head. You read the comments, you see what people are saying. It could turn into a negative situation in real life. So I think that, it was nice for her to be on this season. I just don't feel like she fits in this group of girls. She says she expected to be welcomed with a handshake. She got a slap in the face. This is not the handshake group, girl.
No, it is not. And
nobody was welcomed in with a handshake. Nobody.
Yeah, but you know what, too, though, Royaiре? Even when you go to work at Starbucks, McDonald's,
Costco, Target,
if you going to a Starbucks thinking you about to serve some Dunkin' Donuts, you the fool. You understand what I'm saying? Like you gonna agree to go on the show? Did you not watch this show before you went on it? That's the first thing you need to do is binge watch.
Yes.
And to say to yourself, am I going to be ready for this?
And you had 9 seasons.
That part. And also to know that no matter which season, which franchise it is, they always need a villain. They always need somebody to pick on. You're going to be the easiest person to pick on. See, right here, you be cutting up.
Not the shredder.
But you want to know right here how she passed? Because they're so desperate. They're so desperate now. Because not too many people are signing up for this, where you're going to just chop it up and you're going to present me any way you feel fit, and I got to go for it. Ain't too many people want to stand for that. And then your first season out, you're not getting that much money. So it's like, I'm not getting that much money. I got to come on here looking cute. I got to have a what do you call that? A makeup artist.
Squad.
Yeah. Now I will say this is where Angel is winning too. Even with her face not beat, she looking good.
She looks amazing.
Yeah. She's a beautiful girl. But her mind ain't ready for reality TV. You got to be a little gangster inside.
Yeah.
So when they come for you, or you got to be Stacey and let it roll off your back.
Yes.
Yeah. Because Stacey be like, what?
And even with letting it roll off her back, Stacey still holds her own. Angel has not been holding her own.
She has not. At all.
I don't care, Diva, and love you dearly, but we not gonna never get on no TV and you talking about you chin checking me. No. We do the chin checking. We don't chin check each other, okay?
Listen, Angel, let me tell you something. If Bobby didn't pick up that phone the times that she not with him and she called her, she wouldn't make it. The only reason why she took Bobby is so she gets to call Bobby. He'd be like, because it just sounds like, oh, she on the phone with Bobby. Okay, let me.
Okay, we'll leave it. She's good. She's good.
Ooh, child. If Bobby is on speed dial, okay? She know. He know. He be hanging with the boys. He's like, hold on. That's Angel. I'll be right back. He cannot.
Angel is too sensitive. She's not ready for reality TV, but she gives me mean girl vibes. She cries, the victim role. She's really all about herself. I could see this.
Feeling that. I'm feeling that. Really I'm feeling that. For real, for real. I'm feeling that. I think you hit the nail on the head. I'm feeling that. And that's why she was mad at Jazzy. Because somebody gave Jazzy the tea. Because remember they said she a mean girl and all that? Yeah, somebody gave Jazzy the tea. But go ahead.
Yes. So that was it. Those are my final little thoughts on that. All
right. So the next thing we had Tia and her family again. Her daughter Lexi, she had the party. Too many people came over. The cops was called. Her husband is laid back too. Because her husband, she was like, you ain't call the cops. The daughter did. He was like, oh, I knew she had it under control.
Not to cut you off. Do you know who her husband reminds me of?
Who?
Britt Edie's husband.
Yeah. Yeah. The look, right?
The look. Yeah.
I'm gonna stop you. Don't play. Don't play.
Okay.
I ain't playing with you on no Friday night, Roy. I ain't playing with you. But yes, he does.
Oh my God.
So he was like, she was like, the daughter called the cops. He said they making it bigger than it was. Somebody done vomited in one of the kids' rooms. Dad had no control. Dad had no control over this party. Okay, he came back though, but you know what I'm liking him, and you know that was what it was. Somebody was standing on a car. That party got out of control. Okay, but I could really tell because her daughter, the one daughter, she feisty. I'm gonna just say she feisty. Anyway, we're gonna carry on. Giselle and her daddy and this Will. First of all, Giselle likes no one, right? Because Giselle, of course, didn't get along with her father's wife. You know, and she said the father. Now, I believe her partially, right? I do believe that the wife perhaps got rid of the real Will. I do believe that. I do believe the dad left a lot because he loved those kids. And he, when Jamal Bryant wasn't a stand-up dude, Grandpa stepped in and he was always there helping raise them 3 girls. So I believe wholeheartedly that he left a lot of this stuff to his grandbabies and to his beloved Giselle. I do believe that, right? But this man is wrong if he was going to leave nothing to his wife.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so if that will was written up and nothing was left to the wife, I ain't agreed with it, but I understand why she burnt the other will and she claimed he signed. Now Giselle said he couldn't even hold a pen the week before he died. So how did he sign a different will? The wife ain't telling the truth. The truth ain't in her.
Well, Giselle said if she was a nicer person, this wouldn't be happening. I said, well, ain't this the pot calling the kettle black?
Child, this will thing is heavy. And she said, and Giselle said her father, and I believe this too. She said her father is looking down on her and he's glad that she's fighting this fight. Okay. So
oh my God. Okay.
We got to go to there. And she said the wife is mad. She's pissy mad because she had to pay for these lawyers for 2 years. Well, I wouldn't have been able to pay for no lawyer for no 2 years. So thank praise the Lord with the wife that she got.
Whatever your little raggedy daddy left you back.
But you know what though? All jokes aside, I think Giselle Pops got money. Because remember, he was a activist,
a civil rights activist. Yes,
a civil rights activist. I think he knew Al Sharpton and them.
Yes.
He knew
Martin Luther King. He marched with them.
People. Pops Pops might be in one of our Black history books. He might.
They say that he is very instrumental down in the Atlanta area for all of the Black, activist work. He has his own foundation. They say he was that guy, one of the guys.
So there's money to be had. Mm-hmm. And the wife is emotional, but I will say this: I do believe Giselle. But again, like I said, Pops is not right if he wasn't trying to leave the wife nothing.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move on. So that was that. And she ended up going down. She spoke to Angel. Her daughter, one of her daughter's name is Angel, right? She spoke to Angel on the phone. Mm-hmm. She spoke to Angel on the phone, and then I think later Grace ended up picking her up. But anywho, so and she said, listen, we about to do this. Now, Greg and Kay, they about to go to the Wu-Tang concert. And she said her and Greg are 6 years difference. She said Greg is like in dad mode because he got dad clothes, and he just he's in dad mode. But those two are doing better because they went to therapy. I'm just one that if before of course, maybe if you about to get married, you should have premarital counseling. But if you are just in a relationship and y'all need therapy, in my mind. That is not a good look. Okay, that's not a good look. We just dating and we need therapy. Like, this is crazy, right? So they went to therapy and now they both respect each other and they're doing better, and there's an understanding, and she ain't gonna pressure him. And child, I don't know, like that whole thing with them, and she feels secure now, and they're thinking about later on they're gonna maybe buy a house. Well, the one house, the condo, they about to purchase the condo. I said, y'all about to purchase a condo. Something. What the heck is this? Like, we need Stacey back because Stacey got some answers for us. He was like, are you living here?
Oh my God.
So I don't know, but they're about to buy the condo. So the house is going to be when he got the kids, and then the condo, I don't know when they're going to be at the condo. I don't know. This thing, it's a hot steak and mess. He should be friends with Ralph.
Drew's husband.
Then you ain't lying, gold. But let me tell you this: I think the thing that's better with him is, Ralph is nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, he know how to. The second time around, Greg getting this because listen, he can't lose Kay. Kay was working her business in his. Okay, she was doing the paperwork for his. He can't lose Kay. So yeah, he was smart to come back and do this counseling. This is a win for Greg, 100%. This is a win.
It's definitely a win.
Yeah.
So let's see, Tia and her family. Like I said, the kids are just an exact representation of Tia. She arguing with Nathan about doing his homework. He's snatching the game back and stumping off. These kids need their butts whooped. All of them. And the ones that can't get a whooping, they need to be slapped down in the face. Slap the piss out of them, as Miss E say. Now, how did we go from 25 people? We went from 15 to 20, from 20 to 25 to 40 people that have showed up to this birthday party. What kind of birthday party was this? Mm-hmm. Why are the kids in the other kids' bedrooms? Where was Rob doing this party? Where was the parental guidance? What is going on here? Allegedly, somebody got kicked out of the party, and so then he put the address on the internet. All these people showed up. This was Lexi's party. The other daughter, Keiarna, she called the police 5 times. I said, not 5 times. You was freaked out. Tia, what are you doing with these kids? Rob, what are y'all doing with these kids? Let's do better. Giselle and her dad. Diva, I am really feeling for Giselle in this situation because if I don't remember anything else about Giselle, she and her father always displayed a beautiful relationship on TV. 100%. Beautiful relationship. Her dad always wanted the best for Giselle. You know, even when she chose wrong, he was still there to support her through it all. Great father. I'm starting to think that Giselle does not like women at all. She don't really get along with her mama. You don't get along with stepmama. Half the girls on the show you finally coming around to, but you didn't get along with half of them. You talk about if she wasn't so nasty, she wouldn't be going through this. Maybe if you weren't so nasty, you wouldn't be going through this. Put that shoe on the foot, ma'am, because it's fit. You're just as nasty. You know, Diva, when it comes to this wheel thing, and this is why I really love Candy, because Candy be giving the people the information. You know, when you have a will, you want to make sure that it's filed in multiple places, especially in a courthouse.
Oh, yeah.
Keep your information up to date. Make sure it's filed somewhere where nobody can get a hold to it or destroy it. Make sure you have an original copy and then multiple copies in elsewhere places. These type of situations can't happen when they're filed with the courthouse unless they do like Giselle and file contempt to what was asked to be done in that will. Whew. It's a sad situation. You know, if the mother did, you know, forge possibly a signature for dad, because Giselle is saying he couldn't write. And that would sound about right, Diva. He had brain surgery, and then a week after, all of a sudden, he's got a brand new will. How was he able to make sufficient decisions if he just had brain surgery after having a massive heart attack or stroke? Praying for Giselle. It's beautiful to see that her girls are there to support her through this. You know, if nobody else loved Giselle, those girls love Giselle, okay? And they are there for their mother, so that's beautiful as well. Greg in this house situation, Diva, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. We went from building a house together to getting ready to get engaged to then splitting up to buying your own condo to going into therapy. Now y'all realize y'all the best thing for each other and y'all need each other. You don't have no timeline. We just focus on being happy. And then now we're going to buy a condo to go along with the house that y'all already are sharing. I need somebody to make this make sense for me.
Make it make sense.
It's not working at all. Forever being 21. Hello, Diva and ROYAIRE. I love y'all's chemistry, and both of you keep me laughing. May God continue to bless you both. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Much love. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, Diva. All of these people that are going seeing these therapists, some of these therapist licenses need to be revoked.
Child.
Because they're not telling people the truth.
They're not. And I think once they know that they're kind of celebrity couples or known couples, I think they really don't get it right. I just feel like, you know, you got to keep it 100, because at the end of the day, this may be TV, but this is somebody's life. And I think, Kay, you know, when it comes to your children and relationships, you definitely just got to lean back and let them do what they do. Unfortunately, even if your child is in a relationship that you feel is abusive or whatever the case may be, it's just hard because you can't, there's not much you can do or say. But Kay mother is trying to tell her, like, he ain't what's up. He's not what's up. And it just is what it is. I don't know what to say. I mean, I will say this. All jokes aside, I do like this side of Greg versus the other side we were seeing with him. Last season, he was being a total jerk.
But it's not authentic. This is not authentic. You can tell this is not.
Think it's phony?
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Oh, well, you know, the people get me a lot.
You want to see the Wu-Tang? Well, no, that's not really it. Like it wasn't. You showed us who you were the first time, and we believe. You putting on for the cameras because you don't want people to tear you up in the comments like they did last year.
Well, then there's that. I don't know what to say then. I don't know what to say.
You know what you can say?
What?
It was the scheme that Greg said that to come to us with the bullshit. Like, it was just like, oh, you can tell that they're playing house for this moment. Like, it was playing house, literally. Playing house.
Well, and you know what? They might have said they were about to buy the condo because Jazzy did tell her he ain't even buy your condo.
I would be mad too.
Jazzy did say that to her. I was like, yikes. Okay. Yikes. All right, you want me to go to the next scenes?
Yeah.
So Wendy and Stacey go to lunch. And this is when I knew, I said, okay, these two must have made up behind the scenes and they're really truly friends because they appeared and they had on the same colors and Wendy was cool with it. And then at lunch, they ordering the same food. It was all the kiki and the ha-ha. And then, you know, Wendy got over very quickly that that Stacey pretty much named her brand Happy, right? So I was like, all right, I didn't even read too much into this lunch because once I found out in my mind that they connected somehow, I was like, because Wendy would have been mad at any other time, and she was cool with the whole thing, and it was a kiki and a ha-ha. I just let it go. I was like, you know what? It's fun shade. I'm glad they're not really fighting and arguing for real. So I was here for it. They talked about, you know, which I thought was funny. They said, do you think Ashley is going to sing for the pride? And she said the gays deserve much better. She said, I caught that. And I also thought it was funny that in Wendy's confessional, she said it's giving single black female. And I do agree with her. Because Stacey doing too much. She doing the most, right? Ashley, you know, they did a little snippet where Ashley got a custom float for the Pride World Pride Day, a GNN float, right? GNA float. So I was like, okay, cool. Giselle and Angel, Giselle, like Angel picked her up and she said the case was going on, or Grace picked her up. Grace picked up and she said the case, you know, it's going okay. It's not over yet because the judge is going to make a decision later. So it was nice. I love Giselle and her daughters. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. They're like mini Giselles. I like them. And they do look, you could tell their father is in them too.
Yes.
I like them. They go to Jazzy wedding. Jazzy looked absolutely amazing. She was beautiful. The girls look beautiful too. With Stacey, Wendy, and Ashley went to her wedding. They all like wear red, and I think Wendy had on pink. They look good. I thought it was nice that they were supporting her, and I thought it was nice. Like they was literally like Wendy and them was really crying as she was giving her nuptials. So I thought that was cute, right? And Jazzy looked absolutely beautiful. So we're here at World Pride Day because they had to leave. They couldn't stay for Jazzy's whole festivities because they had to fly back for Pride Day. They came back for World Pride Day. You know, this over sexualized stuff, this is just me. I'm not into all of that, right? I think they could just be doing too much with all of that. So Ashley came and was giving them all t-shirt, like a t-shirt with their, I guess, I don't know, their pride names, whatever. It was just too much. But Angel got Oliver her tits. None of it was even cute or funny to me. She gave Wendy degrees these nuts. She gave Stacey lick her hosen. She gave Tia proper puss popper, Giselle serving jizz, and Kay come inject her. And Giselle's daughter Grace was there. I think it was Grace, right? And then what she gave Monique, the Dr. Do It. I don't know, whatever stupid t-shirt she gave her. So Monique came in. Dr. Do It a lot. That's what Monique's t-shirt was. Monique came in, whatever. But what I noticed was, I don't know if anybody else noticed how I felt like, it was too much for me. I am 50 gold too. I was just like, this is stupid. Like I think she should have came up with just cuter names.
Yeah. Like how Giselle did with her shot moment. Giselle's shot names were everything. They were so cute.
Right. So when Monique came in, what's Giselle's friend name? What's the guy?
He was like overly excited about Monique being.
You notice she tapped him first, like it was okay for him to go hug Monique. Yes. He went crazy. I was like, she had to give him permission.
You know,
that was that.
Giselle is his good Judy, so you got to stay loyal to your good Judy first, and then you know.
Okay.
But you know, but yeah, overall, let's see. You talked about what was, because my notes ended after
The scenes were real. It was like little pocket scenes. Let me just go back here.
We talked about Greg and Kay. Yeah. Giselle and her daughter picking her up. Her daughters are always there for her. I thought that was super cute. You know, the case is being heard by the judge, so that is a positive sign. That means that there was enough evidence brought forth for the judge to still consider possibly it going either way. So hopefully we'll get a good outturn or a positive outturn for Giselle in that manner. Now, does not Giselle have a brother or something like that? I want to say that there's a brother too. But maybe it's a half brother.
You know what? Why am I feeling like there is a brother?
I want to say there's a brother. I want to say there's a brother. But anyways, and then, you know, the pride float situation, or no, the wedding. Shout out to Jazzy. Shout out to Darius. Fabulous wedding. You know, Jazzy was a beautiful bride. It seemed like a wonderful event. It seemed like the girls were truly there to support her in good spirit and enjoy. So that was very nice. And like you said, they were in and out. They headed right on back to Potomac to get on ready for this float for Gay Pride. The Pride event, nothing special happened, you know. The girls got their little name tags. Ashley does great dressing in drag, honey. I mean, she pulls off her looks very well. So I will give her that.
100%. 100%.
Coming back in, nothing was shocking. We did get a hug with her and Giselle. So it is nice to see that they were, you know, mature enough to hug one another and greet one another. And so I guess we'll see how everything... Kay bringing up the fact that Stacey and her Monique's ex-husband, this is the stuff that I'll be talking about. Why was that necessary for you to bring up? You don't know Monique. You claim you don't like Stacey. So why do you have anything to say anything about her anyways? Now, I was just very confused by that moment, Diva. I was very confused.
And then Monique talking about, I don't go nowhere, so I don't know nobody. And then it was like, yeah, that's right. She knew your husband. And but you saw Stacey. Stacey was like, what is she talking about?
Stacey gonna play that thing to the left always.
Whoa, child.
Never let him see you sweat. Never
let him see you sweat. Stacey gets the award hand down because she was like, what is she talking? I don't even know what she's talking about. I was like, you know what, Stacey? I can't with you.
You better act, girl. You better
act, okay? You better act. Stacey know how to do what she do, okay?
Oh my God. Always and forever. But yes, those are my thoughts on that. Was that the end of the episode? I think that was everything.
That was the end, yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we thank y'all for joining us at the end of every episode. We like to get your thoughts and opinions on a scale of 1 to 10. Can you rate the episode 7, season 10? Guess who's back? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. We'll give our ratings, then we'll get you guys'. To me, Auntie, I think this episode overall, I'm going to give it a 7, 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5. Wasn't, you know, nothing special going on. Wasn't super boring either. So, about a 7.5.
Yeah, you know what? I hear you. You know what? I'm trying to see. You know, I'll go ahead and give it an 8. Okay. I like the fact that we met Angel's sister. Angel's sister gave us life. Okay.
Because you said that, I'm upping it to an 8 because she was everything.
She was everything. Angel's sister gave us life. I do like the fact that, you know what? It wasn't a big deal when we saw that Stacey was doing a similar name with her cannabis line. And I like the way her and Wendy were playing it off at the restaurant like they wanted to eat the same thing and have the same things. And she said, you did say I was your sister. You know, Stacey know how to do this thing, honey. Stacey was built for reality TV, okay? Give it up to Stacey.
And I thought 2 things as well. Sorry. I thought about when Wendy showed up as Stacey. I was like, oh, is this giving copycat? Because it was like literally everything Stacey did, Wendy did. So I was like, well, is Wendy trying to throw shade, trying to, you know, be a copycat like Stacey? I thought it was super cute, and I love just the innocence in it. It was fun, good girlfriend conversation, you know. Wendy was very receptive to it. You know, she understood it. And like Eddie and her said at the beginning earlier in this episode, there is room for everyone. And that is the perspective that we really have to have about anything in life. There is room for everybody. It's no need to be greedy, no need to think that somebody got more than you. There's room for everybody everywhere. So just take it.
Just take it. And you know what, Roya? That's what I feel about this platform that we're on. Yes. It's room for everybody. We ain't got to cut nobody. We ain't got to say nobody. We ain't got to slam nobody down. It's room for all of us. And that's it. And that's all. So yeah, I feel an 8.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. All righty. Well, I am 50 Gold is giving it an 8 as well. At Stay Time Moment Mom.
Stay at home mom.
Oh yes. Okay, there we go. Stay at home. Look. Stay at home mom is giving it a 7. Forever being 21 is giving it a 7, and Raheem said he's giving it a solid 7. Todd, keep your head up.
You know what, Raheem? You play too much. Not Todd, keep your head up. No, we gotta keep our Candy head up. Because Candy, I think
keep your head up. That's right. Ooh. Whatever life gets up, you gotta fight. To my left, to my right, true. We tight like glue. We are living single. Candy, you living single, girl.
You know what, y'all? For Candy to give up on this marriage, I really think it was something egregious happened.
I don't even.
That's what I'm going with right now, Roya. It'll come out. It's gonna come out.
I don't think anything egregious happened. I think you really get, as you grow in life, in my opinion, you realize this sharing relationships and sharing people. You don't want to share nobody with no. I mean, why would you want to do? I think you grow out of that phase in life. I really do. People. I mean, look back. Tiana Taylor and her husband. They was into the threesomes and all of that. Look where they're at. Every relationship that is kind of talked about, Kanye West and Kim, all of these relationships that have talked about, inviting other people into their bedrooms, most of the times it does not work out. It just doesn't. So we're sending well wishes.
Yes, for sure.
Praying that everything works out well and that they can co-parent in a healthy way to these young, beautiful children that they both share together.
100%.
Yes. Well, listen, we enjoy Justine Williams giving it an 8. I'm starting to think like who is this? Maybe Kay's mom. Don't believe. Oh, Candy. Oh, okay. She just spelled it different. I'm starting to think about Candy's mom. Don't believe Todd tried to pursue the judge. He is better than a parent and tries to get custody of the kids. Ooh, so you think he gonna try to get custody of the kids? Todd don't have that kind of time on his hand. Well, hey, he has.
No, he don't. Cause he's busy at the club. He's too busy at the club with the ladies.
Don't bring your man to Atlanta. Well, listen, everybody, we love you guys. We appreciate you for joining us. Make sure you hit the like button on Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva and Warriors World. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to both of our channels. We appreciate you for joining us for our recaps. We will be recapping the Braxtons episode 6 on tomorrow. You available tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll recap episode 6 on tomorrow, and then episode 7 drops today. I was watching it earlier. And Diva, when I tell you, these girls, I as of right now, the Braxtons is my top tier reality show. Top tier. They have really done TV this season. Really done a good job. So join us on Sunday at 4 p.m. for our recap of episode 7, Tawanda's actual wedding, okay? Tawanda's getting married, and there are a few surprises that happened during this wedding, some unexpected things that happened during the wedding. So make sure you check that out as well. Remember, hey, Emmanuel, remember, Phaedra told us Todd went, ooh.
That was soon after the wedding. I told you, I think this is Todd's doing.
So see, y'all owe Phaedra an apology.
But you want to know what's wild, Royaire? In her speech, she seemed open to forgiveness with everybody, because you saw even Phaedra was in the audience shaking her head. They kept over. They shady. They
kept turning over to Phaedra and Kim specifically. The two of them both. Yeah. So yeah. Woo! Well, listen, everybody, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We will be back tomorrow for 6 of Braxton, 7 on Sunday of the Braxtons, and then Monday again for episode 8 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. I did catch the mid-season trailer, Diva, and oh my God.
Fire, right?
We in for a treat. If what they are teasing to us is going to be all that has been played up to be, we are in for a treat. So make sure you stay tuned with our recaps every week. And then also we have Married to Medicine coming out November 30th. So we're gearing up for that as well. Make sure you join Diva for trending topics tonight about 8:30. And then other than that, we will see y'all tomorrow.
Good night, goodbye,
everybody.
Royaire's World.